Okay, here we are doing homework problem, Stewart Calculus, 8th edition, early transcendental, 2.2, number 17. On this problem, what we're going to do is sketch the graph of an example of a function f that satisfies all of the given conditions. So this is just an example of a function, and your answer might look different from the one that's shown here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at the first two pieces. These are limits as x approaches 3. The first is from the right and the second is from the left. So what we see here is there's a 3 plus. That means that we're doing a right-sided limit, and then this 3 minus means left-sided limit. In fact, I shouldn't really say plus or minus there. It's just that that's the symbol, but it's that really should be read x approaches 3 from the right. 3 is a positive number, but the little plus symbol means it's coming from the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate where 3 is. I see that on on the x-axis, and then I'm looking for the limit, which is 4, as x approaches 3 from the right. And what I'll do is I will go up to 3, 4, and draw a little open circle to represent the limit. And what's going on is that if we follow along the curve, and as the x-coordinate gets closer to 3, but it's from the right, the y-coordinate gets close to 4. And then I can do whatever I want in terms of my curve that's coming from the right. I decided to just do a little squiggle there. Now this is the point 3, 4. All right, that's the point 3, 4. Now when I come from the left, I'm going to get that the limit from the left is 3, 2. So I'll go ahead and make a little circle where 3, 2 is. So that's the point 3, 2. And I have a circle there representing the limit. Why is it an open circle? Because actually we'll see later is that those circles are not the value of the function. The value of the function is, if we go a little ahead, is that f of 3 equals 3. Now I'm going to make a little squiggle to the left, or you could have it straight, whatever you want. So actually I sort of don't like the way that came out. Could have it coming down. Anyway, you could do a lot of different things, an infinite number of things. Oh, that one's straight. So, okay. All right. Too much, maybe. All right. Now let's go to the other group. I have the limit as x approaches -2. Now this, we don't see it's coming from the left or right. Shown, that means it's coming from both. We're going to just have the limit x approaches 2 from the right-hand side of 2, left-hand side of 2. So what I see is x approaches -2, y approaches 2, and I'll go ahead and draw a little open circle at -2, 2. All right, so that is the point -2, 2. And now from both sides, I'll connect. Make it a little thicker there. I'll connect from both sides. So if it's both sides as x approaches -2, I'll get y is 2. And that's all there is for my limits. And I'm going to actually go ahead and just connect these two. And you can connect them anywhere you want. So that was sort of not really very creative or original. You could go like that if you want. But the problem with that one is that's just plain wrong because it doesn't pass the vertical line test. So let's not get carried too far away. Not get too carried away. Our final graph is a function, so it has to pass the vertical line test. Okay, so now let's go to another color here and circle this. F of 3 is 3. So what does this mean? This means when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 3. So that is a point. When x is 3, y is 3, and that's this point that I'm showing right here. And unlike the others, little circles I've drawn, this one I'm going to color in because that is where the function is defined. So the function has a jump. It goes from the left, the limit is of 3, from the left of 3, the limit is 2. Then the value of the function is 3. And then from the right of 3, the limit is 4. Okay, now what comes next is f of negative 2 is 1. So when x is negative 2, y is equal to 1. Alrighty, got that. I'm going to color in that circle. And there we go. So this is an example of y equals f of x. Some of these little curves are just little things I put in there for style or whatever I feel like doing. You do it your own way, you make your own example. But what all of them have in common is these limits. As x approaches 3 from the right, 4. X approaches 3 from the left, 2. F of 3 is 3. Okay, and then x approaches negative 2. X approaches negative 2. The limit of f is 2. But f of negative 2 is 1. Okay, that's all.